Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today, let us continue with the subject of Mars in different houses for the Aries Ascendant. So, this is with regard to the placement of Mars in the fifth house in the sign of Leo, for particularly for Aries Ascendant. So, Lagnadipati, Mars becomes the Ascendant Lord, and when it is posited in the fifth house in Leo, it is said to be one of the best placements for Mars because it is the friend's house. But technically speaking, Mars gives good results in the third, the sixth, the 10th, and the 11th houses, the Upachaya sthanas. So Mars, Saturn, and Sun, these three give very good results in the 3, 6, 10, 11. But fifth house, and how am I, in what rule can I tell that it is going to be good? Is because the fifth house is the third from the third house. That is, it is like, for example, from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, the third house, again Gemini and Cancer and Leo. So, third from the third, Leo becomes the fifth house. And because it is the friend's house and it is also placed in good nakshatras like the Ketu nakshatra, Maka nakshatra, Ubba nakshatra, that is Purva Palguni nakshatra, and there is 1/4 of Uttara nakshatra, which is its friend's nakshatra, that is Sun. So the whole of these nakshatras are good for Mars to be placed there as the ascendant, because all these nakshatras will fall in line from Aries. Sorry, not from Aries. It starts from the ninth. Yes, it starts from Aries and goes down till what we call as Dhanur Rashi, that is Sagittarius. So, because Aries is a fixed, Leo is a fixed sign, and the Navamsha of a fixed sign falls from the ninth from it, and the ninth from it is Aries, and from there it starts Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So, 9 Amshas. So, in this, Mars will only get debilitated when it falls in the Karkataka Rashi, that is in the sign of Cancer, and that happens in Makha Nakshatra, fourth quarter. Other than that, which I will not take it as a negative placement because Mars will only lose a little bit of strength. But other than that, Mars is very well placed in the fifth house, and the results are very good. These people can do very well in education, creative education, that is engineering, all the technical education, they can be creative in it. So designing, architecture, marketing, sales, they are very good at it because it is the third from the third, the communication is very good. So they are very good at these particular aspects of engineering. So they can earn, through stock market because it is the house of speculation, the fifth house, and also go into higher studies into disinvestments, market study, data analysis. So this is a very good placement for Mars for data analysis and other analytical subjects which is related to engineering background. So they are very strong believers of tradition and religion. So the Mars in the fifth house makes a person spiritualistically bent, but usually Mars is not such a great spiritual planet. But still, because it being present in the Trikona, that is the second trine, the fifth house, it will make a person spiritually bent. They are very good students, excellent students. They love to study and learn a lot. The aptitude of studying is good, so they would always want to do hands-on job, that is field job or technically strong practical jobs. And these people are very good mechanics and fitters. These like carpenters, they are very skilled, very highly skilled people. The negatives are that the progeny, the fifth house is also for progeny, putrasthana, and it gets affected. And it also depends on the placement of Sun and Jupiter where they are placed, or else Mars in the fifth house can give difficulty in the first progeny. And they should not get into gambling. Earlier, I told stock market, and it was analytical stock market, not gambling stock market. Here, they should not fall into gambling, like playing into casinos, cards, clubs, going to horse races. Gambling will not be good for them, and they should not expect anything so easy without their technical knowledge. If they simply put their money into all these things, they will lose it. So health wise, the gut problem is seen in this particular thing, like ulcers, like particularly small intestinal problems. So the liver gets a little bit in a difficult position when Mars is placed in the fifth house, which in turn will result into difficulties of what we call as digestive system. So, on the overall, Mars in the fifth house in the sign of Leo for the ascendant sign of Aries is a beautiful position, and it's a good position. And people who have this, natives who have this position are can make the best out of Mars. Thank you very much for today's class.